It's kind of hard to maintain that release of growth factors, accumulation of lactic acid, etc.
What's up? 筋肉翻訳です。さあ今日はダンベルフライで大胸筋をでかくするための動かし方2選見ていきましょう。ダンベルフライは大胸筋を強く伸ばすことができて大胸筋の基本的な種目ですね。今回はそのダンベルフライについてほとんどの人が効果を半減させてしまっているとクリスチャンさんが話をしてくれています。どこが半減の理由なのでしょうか。早速見ていきましょう。どうぞ。
In the world of misapplied exercises or overrated exercise, my favorite is the dumbbell fly. I mean, it's a kind of exercise that's been done for decades and always been seen as one of the main pectoral builder, while being very limited in that regard, unless you make a few modifications to the exercise, okay? I'm going to first explain why the way most people do it, it's such a limited exercise that I'm going to recommend some modification that can be done to make the exercise more effective. Now, the main reason why dumbbell flies, the way they are typically being done in the gym, is very limited, can be illustrated by one simple demonstration. Take a close look at that weight. Look at how it acts. It makes noise. But more importantly, it drops straight down. Meaning that every time you're lifting free weights, the resistance is always straight down. So if you want to load the muscles properly, you must apply force directly against that resistance. So imagine that I'm lying down doing dumbbell flies. So from that portion here to here, then I'm pretty much straight against the resistance because the resistance would be straight down and I'm applying force in a straight line. But as soon as I reach the halfway point, I'm moving inwards. So now I'm applying force that direction here while the resistance is going that way. So I'm not applying force against the resistance or not directly. So it greatly diminishes muscle activation. And it diminishes it in the most important portion, the range of motion, when you're squeezing those pectorals. So that right from the start make the exercise, in my opinion, not that effective. First of all, because you lose muscle tension. So if I'm here, from here to here, I have good muscle tension, but here it drops down. When the muscle relaxes, then it's kind of hard to maintain that release of growth factors, accumulation of lactic acid, etc. So it makes the exercise much less effective. Now, how can you make the movement more effective? Well, you have to use techniques that will allow you to maximize tension throughout the range of motion. Now, if you're talking about dumbbell flies, you have two options, in my opinion. Well, the third one would be using assistance from bands, resistance band on top of the weight. But to me, the two main options you have, first is to do the dumbbell flies on a decline instead of a flat bench. Because in the decline, because of the decline, you will always keep going against resistance even at the top. Because you're from here, it becomes like a crossover. So you are maintaining tension on those pectorals, which you are losing when you're doing a flat flies. The second option would be to only do the first half of the range of motion. So you would do a dumbbell flies here, 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 here. So you're maintaining constant tension on the muscle and getting the benefit of loading the muscle in that stretch position, which is a very important trigger for muscle growth. The main benefit of dumbbell flies, in my opinion, is loading that stretched position. Now, if you're losing muscle tension, you are losing some of the benefits. So if you're maintaining tension, then you stretch, it is a lot more effective. If you're losing tension in the pectorals, what happens is the deltoid will become loaded first during the eccentric, and it's the front delt that will receive most of the stimulation in that stretch position. If I'm maintaining pectoral tension, I can maintain it when I'm doing the eccentric. So now the pec will receive most of the stimulation. So if you want to make dumbbell flies more effective at hitting the chest, either do them on a slight decline or do only the first half of the range of motion.
さあ、いかがでしたでしょうか？トップで緊張が抜けてしまう。これが理由なんですね。抜けないためにはデクラインにする。可動域の半分のみで行う。そしてバンドを使う。とのことでした。結局は動作全体を通して緊張が抜けないように動かしていくということですね。また、マッスルコントロールがうまくできるようになってくると、トップポジションでも筋肉の緊張を抜かないようにすることができます。でもこれは重力の負荷に対する抵抗ではないので、また違うということですね。僕もダンベルフライを行うときは、半分まではいかないですが、3分の2程度で大胸筋から負荷が抜けない範囲で行っています。ダンベルフライで肩が痛くなってしまう人も、ダンベルを動かす幅ではなくて、大胸筋の緊張を考えながら試してみてください。みんなはダンベルフライの時、できるだけ効かせるために何か行っていることはありますか？コメント欄で教えてください。僕は下げすぎないように大胸筋の緊張が保って大胸筋で支えられる最大限下のところで戻していく。これを意識しています。最後まで見ていただいてありがとうございます。感想や動画のリクエスト、チャンネル登録お待ちしてます。ではまた。
I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back. 'Cause you're